The burning sensation, that increased neck tension that you're feeling, may be a condition known as TOS. And you might be going, what is TOS and why would it matter? It's about getting to the root problem. Hey everyone, it is Dr. Heather, your virtual sports chiropractor. And recently, I've had a lot of people come to me and say, hey, listen, I'm getting a lot of neck pain with this associated arm kind of pain, discomfort. It's radiating down. What is it and what do I do? Come to find out, they have a condition known as TOS, known as Thoracic Outlet Syndrome. And it's actually quite common, especially for all of us that actually have to work in front of a computer. And guess what? Since the pandemic, I think a lot of us have been working in front of the computer. Well, I'm going to give you guys 4 really great tips to help you reduce this type of condition, this type of symptom. But first, let's look at what is TOS. So as you can see, TOS stems from the cervical spine. This is where nerve roots 5, 6, 7, and 8 will go ahead and come down through an area which kind of is made up from the clavicle, from the acromion, then come down through the shoulder and enter the upper arm. Now, some people may say, well, I also have pain into my hand, into my fingers. That could also still be related to TOS, and then it could be migrating into a carpal tunnel syndrome, which is something for a whole nother video completely. So if you're noticing that you're having this increased tension in your neck and then a feeling of radiating pain going down into that same side arm, chances are it is TOS. Now, with that being said, I want to go through the 4 things that you can do to really help with TOS. Now, the first thing that you can do is look at your ergonomics. One being your ergonomics when it comes to sleep. And you might be going, how is that affecting my TOS? Okay, well, it's really simple actually. When we sleep and we put our head down on that pillow, a lot of times our pillows are way too soft. And what happens is we start crunching up and we start really activating our trap muscle on that side, and we start kind of noticing that our shoulder is going into our ear, or maybe you're doubling over that pillow at night to try to find that perfect balance that when you rest your head, you're going to go ahead and feel that comfort. If you change the pillow, you're going to notice a reduction in these symptoms, especially if these symptoms are happening when you wake up in the morning. That is the first sign that you can tell that the pillow is one of those areas that needs to be addressed. So that's step 1. You want to take a look at your pillow. And if you're unsure of what type of pillow you should actually be purchasing, I have a great recommendation down below for you guys. These are the guys over at Custom Sleep Technology. They literally make the best customized pillows that I personally have ever slept on. And when I have recommended it to my patients and to my clients, they are blown away because they are just like, wow, where has this pillow been all my life? They're so happy because their neck pain and symptoms decrease almost instantaneously. So do check out that recommendation down below. Now, number 2 would be to take a look at your desk ergonomics. Now, if you are somebody who still is working from that chair setup, working from a standing desk might be a little bit more beneficial, but doesn't mean that our traps aren't going to still kind of, elevate up and start to get really tight. So do make sure that your seat, if you are seated, has good arm rests and that the arms are resting at a 90-degree angle, and that you also have some upper back neck support associated with that chair. Some of our chairs only go up to our mid back. They don't actually go all the way up. So you do want to get a chair that does look at kind of going all the way up, provides a little bit of neck support, neck rest. So this way you're not feeling like you're just rolling those shoulders forward and increasing the tension while seated. Now, the same goes if you're actually using a standing desk. You do want to make sure that the arms are resting comfortably as you're typing and that your screen itself isn't up too high, isn't down too low, and the screen is actually also positioned so you can see it without really having to over-engage those traps. Because this is the little thing here before I get to number 3. When we have this TOS symptom, a lot of times it's our trap muscle that is really starting to irritate our neck It's pulling that shoulder up and in and allowing, and then from there our pecs, our pectorals are getting really tight, allowing for that anterior rotation of the shoulder forward. And from there, just those nerve roots are getting so irritated and tasked because simply everything is just so tight and it's overfiring, it's over dominant. So again, by just doing some ergonomic changes, 1 to the pillow, 2 to your desk, should also decrease these symptoms pretty much instantaneously. Now, here's number 3 for you. Now, this one is a really good one, so I hope you've made it this far in the video. If you found this video helpful so far, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I would appreciate it. Anyway, number 3, neck stretches. Now you might be like, oh my God, I've heard this all the time. They always tell me stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, yes, I did a video on this. There are 3 basic stretches and exercises you can do from your desk that will take up no more than 5 minutes of time. I guarantee it. So look at the screen right now. This is the video I made well over a year ago. And honestly, when I tell all of my patients, all of my clients who suffer with TOS to do these stretches, to do these exercises, another decrease in symptomology happens when they add these stretches in. So like I said, first we look at the pillow, we look at the desk setup, and then from there we look at doing these neck stretches and exercises to really allow for the traps to fully fatigue out, to fully relax, and allow us to have more nerve conductivity to allow for that decreased inflammation to happen. Now, here is number 4. And if you really did make it this far in the video, this is the best one that you're going to really love because it complements what you just did in number 3. Now, as you know, I'm really big in myofascial work. I love using foam rollers. I love using massage balls. I even love getting massages, and I've said that in actually some other videos as well. Now, what I want you to do is check out my video on how to foam roll out the neck. And you might be going, how would I do that? It seems so awkward. It seems so difficult. Okay, well, here's what I want you to do, okay? So when we foam roll out the neck, we're actually going to look at resting the foam roller on the back of our neck, just like you're going to do in the video when I show you how to do it all, as if it was a pillow. And what we're going to try to do is actually do some massage work to where the trap muscle originates from, which is the suboccipital condyle. By going ahead and starting to really kind of relax out this area by digging out the tissue, and for a lot of us it is going to be really uncomfortable. It's going to be super tender. I know my suboccipital area is super tender, but when we do this, when we really focus on going ahead and doing some gentle and simple motions right here to our upper back, to our neck area, you're going to notice an ultimate relief in discomfort. But here's the thing. You actually have to do all 4 things that I just mentioned in this video in order to really succeed in having relief from thoracic outlet syndrome. If you do all 4 of them, you're going to notice the relief that I speak of all the time. Now, in a separate video, I'm going to go through some exercises that you could actually do that would be the second part to this equation. This part I'm giving you right now is the initial step. You've just been diagnosed with it. You just found out you have this condition, or you just now are suffering with something, but you're not quite sure what it is, but it sounds kind of like you. So go ahead, do what I just mentioned in this video. If you are unsure if this is really the avenue for you, if this is the stuff you should be doing, or even if you do have thoracic outlet syndrome, I want you to do this. Book the free consultation that I'm giving you guys down below. Click on that link. Let me help you figure out how to become pain-free in under a 3-week period of time and get back to all the activities you love, especially if it's running, lifting, any type of outdoor activity, and we want to go ahead and release this tension from thoracic outlet syndrome. All right, everyone, I'll catch you in the next video.